Hello, Corey here from the BachScholar channel. Thank you for joining me today. I want to thank all my viewers and subscribers and supporters for watching my videos. Without you, this wouldn't be possible. I have a very interesting video for you today. This is a sample Skype lesson with a student that lives in Nevada. I live currently in Florida here, and I have been teaching a very hard-working woman piano for about 2.5 years. Her name is Emily. Has a very large family. She has 5 children. My wife Marilyn teaches her oldest daughter also. They have been students of ours here at BachScholar for about 2.5 years. Very hard-working, both the mother and daughter. Emily is a relatively advanced pianist. She played before she started taking from me, but she didn't have scales down in any systematic fashion, and we usually start our hourly lesson each week with scales. I have a special system or curriculum of scales I've been working on with her, and then this lesson we will focus on a Joplin work called the Sycamore. She really loves Joplin rags lately, and she has been working on a few of them. This lesson focuses, after we do scales, we will focus on the Sycamore by Joplin. It is 3 hours earlier in Nevada. Emily lives somewhere in the middle of Nevada, from my understanding, about 4 hours away from civilization, and so for this reason, Skype lessons really come in handy for her. We have an hourly lesson each week. This sample lesson will be about half an hour, just to show you a sample of me working with Emily. And very hardworking, very dedicated. 7 o'clock in the morning, once a week, before work, she has her lesson, and she works very hard in addition to her keeping up her family of 5 children. So, I really give Emily a lot of credit for her tenacity and hard work and keeping it up over 2.5 years. So, without any further ado, here is a sample lesson with Emily from Nevada. Hi, how are you today?
Good.
Good. All right. I want to start with some scales. Can we start with the chromatic scales, and then we'll do a few scales, and then we'll go into the Sycamore. So let's just go through the chromatic scale a few ways. I want to first try just 2 octaves like that.
Okay.
Good. And now let's try starting on middle C, going out 2 octaves and coming back. That's a little harder. Let's try that a little slower. Let's try about that speed so you can get ground. Yeah, okay. Now, I'm going to take minor thirds, C and E flat. Go 2 octaves and then back that way. Good. Now, we're going to invert that. E flat on the bottom, C on the top. Try that for 2 octaves. Good. Now we're going to do minor 10th, C on the bottom, E flat here. We'll try that for 2 octaves. Good. Now let's start on E and F. E in the left, F in the right. And we're going to go out 2 octaves and back. And let's do it in triplets. So we'll go 1, 2. Good. Now let's try it with three note slurs the same way, but with slurs. Okay, now we're going to go to fours. We're going to go without slurs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, good. Now we're going to put slurs in there now. Yeah, yeah, one note and it's like dominoes, you know, it's just like the whole thing falls down. Okay, now let's try the whole keyboard. Let's do the marathon one, where E and F, actually let me explain this for our viewers out there. This is a special exercise of my own that I developed. I call it the chromatic scale marathon exercise, where if you start on E in the left, F in the right, and you go out chromatically on an 88 key keyboard, you'll get to the very ends here and then come back. So let me demonstrate here. before Emily shows you. Back to E and F. It's a great exercise. It's a great exercise for peripheral vision, for being able to always keep track of your hands in either direction. So now, let's hear it. And you love this exercise, I know it. So let's hear you try it. Hey, that's good. That's so good you could even do it faster. Let's try like. Let's see. Hey, good, good. Okay, now let's just run through the D major scale 2 octaves. So first we'll just 2 octaves. Let's just do that. Good, now we're going to go. Let's try that. Good, a little harder. Now, we're going to take D and F sharp here in thirds. Good. Now we're going to invert that. So you have F sharp on the bottom, D on the top. Good. That's the hardest one of all. Now, tenths. Good. Now let's just try all of that now in D. We'll do just D harmonic minor. So. Let's try 2 octaves. Good. And now let's try. bottom, D on the top. Did you notice your left hand, did you notice you weren't playing your thumb on D?
No.
Oh, you accidentally played 2 on D. So you were going, when you got to B flat, you went 4. Make sure you go 3 on B flat. And then thumb on D. And then 4 goes on E.
Oh.
Right. Try it again and see if you can get that.
Okay. So 3 on B.
Yeah, so you're going to start with 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
On the left hand. Okay, now your C sharp though, in the left hand, you need the C sharp in the left hand too.
Okay.
So you have B flat, then C sharp. So after you play B flat, you're going to have a C sharp
Okay.
for the harmonic. C sharp in the right hand. Yeah, doing it in 6, that's the hardest one of all, out of all of them. And
Yeah.
I think I may have told you this before, it's harder because most people aren't used to hearing harmonies below. The harmony, when you do it in thirds, the harmony is above.
Yeah.
So, and the ear wants to hear that, but now the harmony is below. And also you're dealing with fingering issues too. So that's why, don't feel bad, if it's hard, if you can't do it perfectly, because it takes some practice, to hear that below and to get the fingering right. Okay, now let's do tenths. That's a little easier. So then this week work on of course all the chromatic scales like that, and then work on D major and D minor, and then maybe I would say like E flat major and E flat minor also. So just do a couple keys each week and just focus on those and in those 5 ways. Now let's look at the Sycamore. Now you can play through the whole thing now. So. And can you play repeats too when you do this?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I just don't. It's just not at a very fast time.
Yeah, I know. And this Sycamore is actually one of the. I don't think it should be fast anyway, but let's just try just at a tempo you can maintain from beginning to end, and let's try that with the repeats in there. Let's try that.
Okay.
Good, all right. I think that's probably, I think the first time I've heard it all the way through with the repeats. So it's kind of, playing these things are, it takes a lot of endurance, because you get through it one time and then you have to do it again. Make sure the end here, I wouldn't use pedal at the end. So I would use pedal here. Now the last 1, 2, 4 or 5 measures, I would use pedal, higher.
Okay.
Can you try it from pedal, pedal, no pedal? Try that. Yes, it makes it more innocent sounding at the end, so it's not too much pedal there. Now, generally speaking, try to keep the second eighth note when you jump up. I'm going back to the beginning here. When you go up after you play your bass note or bass octave, and you have your chord up here. Very often throughout the whole thing, I noticed you were playing that chord a little too loud. So you don't want to overemphasize that chord. You want to, so it's 1 and 2 and. So it's not. So not too much emphasis on that and chord. Try just your left hand by itself there, no pedal. Try there from the beginning. Oh, this is a 7. The D, F sharp. You have D, F sharp, C? Yeah. And make sure you play C on top. I think you were playing D.
Okay.
Yeah, but now do that the same way, but make it a little more staccato. Just sort of glide over the keys. Perfect. If you can get the whole thing that way, then you'll be in business. That the whole thing. So the B section, for example. You want just the right amount of accenting. If you do this, you hear how it's like top heavy?
Yeah.
A lot of people do that. A lot of pianists who try to play ragtime mistakenly play that top chord too heavy. And it kind of just bogs it down so it doesn't have that lightness to it. So you want just enough. Just enough on that chord, but not too much. But I'm sure you can apply that to the whole thing. Now let's just go to the. Let's try that intro. Okay, now be careful about the rhythm. You have da, 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 da. Watch this rhythm here. Da, da, da. You have long, short, long. Long. No, it's not. You're going. You're almost turning it into. You're turning it in almost to another rhythm. Da 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 da. So you have. I think you're holding. You want to hold G too long.
Yeah, I'm holding it as long as I hold the D.
Right. Try again from the beginning.
Is that better?
Perfect. That was perfect. Good. Now going on. So we have. out the left hand there. So let's try the beginning again. Yeah, and just give that a nice smack. Oh, that has an accent on it. So it should be, yes, so yeah. Pump. Just like a little smack.
Okay.
Yes, good. And use a little pedal on there, right there. When you get to that D7 chord, little pedal on there. Pedal, pedal, accent.
Okay.
And then on the accent, you can let the pedal off.
Okay.
Yeah, don't wait so long. Try.
Yeah.
Okay, try from the beginning again. It's gotta have that energy to it.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Now do that again and now go about to there so you can get into that theme from the beginning. Good. That's like 50% better than it was when you just played it. So those same things you can apply everywhere, like going into the B theme. Let's try that theme. Da 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 dum, ba 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 bum, and try to make it really march-like, like a slow march.
Notice that when you play, you kind of emphasize the top,
Oh yeah, the top notes.
the da, the.
Yeah, oh definitely, most definitely, yeah. You want dum. Yeah, I would do that. Put a little accent there on those.
Okay.
And of course, with pedal there. Da 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 paddle, da 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 paddle, da 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 paddle. Yeah.
Okay.
So the pedal is you're gonna pedal with the rhythm of it.
So it's like down, down.
Yeah, right, exactly. So it's no pedal here. Pedal, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up.
Okay.
Now, that's just for this. That doesn't mean every piece of ragtime will always be like that, but in this particular case, I would do the pedal on every quarter note and let it up right before you push it down, back down again.
Okay.
Yeah, so pedal, so down, up, da 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 down, up, da down, up, down, up, down, up, like that.
Okay, I'm gonna start again.
gist of it. It's good, of course, you know, you want to practice it. I would suggest practicing it with no pedal. Practice the whole thing with no pedal, then slowly. Then when you add pedal, you can hear that it adds a new dimension to it. It's like putting spice on food, you know? It's like eating, you know, boiled chicken with nothing on it, as opposed to eating nice chicken with a nice sauce on it. That's what the pedal does. The pedal does that. That's my favorite pedal analogy is food. You know, it's like no pedal. It can be technically good. You want to practice it with no pedal to get it technically good, and then add it. Now let's look at what happens next. In now Joplin omits the A section again, so now we're going into the C section here, the sometimes called the trio section. Now he modulates to the key of C. So let's take it from here. Dynamic here is piano, so you want to keep it down a little bit, a little more lyrical here in this part.
Okay. Okay, now that was good in the beginning, but you want to be careful about the pedal here. Be careful when you get to... Oh, by the way, when you get there with those eighth notes in the left hand, those should each have a pedal on them. Is that what you do there? Pedal, pedal, pedal on the eighth note there. So when you have this. So you have pedal, pedal. Then you have pedal, 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 pedal. See, because that forms like a melody in itself. And so that it's not really an accompaniment per se, but that you wouldn't want, you definitely wouldn't want pedal whole measure, and doing pedal down, up like before would break up that line. Okay.
So in order to keep that line, you want to make it legato. Actually, the pedal is making it legato for you. So pedal, 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 pedal. It's hard to do, but you just do a little pedal for every eighth note there. You want to try that?
Yeah. I didn't notice that was melody.
Yeah, well, it's sort of a counter melody. It's not the main melody, but it's not really, it's different than most left-hand parts there.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a counter melody is what it would be.
Okay.
Right. Try that again and make it a little more graceful sounding.
So, you put the pedal down and then play the note?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember when we were working on the pedaling on the Debussy piece? On the, I forgot the name.
reverie.
The reverie. Remember the pedal, you pedal on every quarter note there? This is the same way. This would be the exact same technique. So that technique of, that would be. So you want to make it sound legato with the pedal. Yes, good. So you can work on that there, and then I wanted to say that later on in that section, you don't want pedal when you come to. Actually, you do want pedal just on here, just on the first chord. Pedal, and then off. Pedal, off. So you want the pedal down to hold the chord down for you, so you can get ready to play the octaves. Then when you play the first octave, let go of the pedal there.
Okay.
Because this sounds. That's pretty muddy. It's like you stepped in a big pile of mud. Yeah, except you don't get mud in Nevada because it never rains, right?
Yeah, well if it does, that's all there is.
Okay, let's try from here. The second time this happens. No pedal here, but pedal here, like that.
Okay, so that's.
Yes, exactly. Good, exactly. And then when you after that, then there you put it right back on again, like before. Yes, exactly. Good. Now. I like to end it softly. This is a really playful section. This is the most playful section of all. So you want to keep this. This is the section you want to use the least amount of pedal on, I think. A little bit of pedal, like pedal. I wouldn't use it. Pedal, pedal, pedal. I wouldn't use it the same way as the B section here.
Okay.
So the B section. That's forte and a little more grand sounding, and that needs more pedal. But this last section actually needs much less pedal because it's more playful sounding.
I know in the entertainer and the C-section, you don't use pedal at all in the last.
Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Yeah, exactly. That's like that. You know, I even forgot it. Yeah, the last section of the entertainer, exactly the same way. Yeah, you want very little there. The same way with here. It kind of lightens up a little bit. So try that. Can you try it from there?
Okay.
Yeah, I would use it there. Also, check this rhythm. The rhythm before that. You see that?
Oh yeah, I was playing that wrong.
No, it's da da dum. Da da dum. Is it 2/16 and an 8?
It's a 16th and 8th to 16th.
Okay. I think that's probably a mistake, and I know that's my manuscript. So, but can you change it to? I thought I changed that. I thought I had changed that, so I need to change that again. Change it to 2/16 and then an 8th. 2/16 and then an 8th. I thought I had changed that on there, because I know I initially probably had it wrong and then I changed it, but that's what it is there. Yes, yeah, correct, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was wrong on there, sorry about that.
That's fine.
Now, yes, yeah, exactly, and then you want to use pedal here. Use any pedal there. Yes, exactly. Now I know what you mean about the entertainer. I was just looking it up here, and it's, yes, very much similar when you get to this part here. Yeah, you want very, very little pedal there, as opposed to the C section. The C section, you can really use a liberal dose of pedal there.
Oh, okay.
So this is one of the great things I love about ragtime is that, you know, a lot of people, a lot of pianists and listeners don't realize the variances you can do, the variations you can do in tone, and sound, and pedal. So you need to use the pedal very artistically. Think of when you need more pedal, when you need less. So, you know, the B section definitely, lots there. Also a good amount of pedal. You got a good amount of pedal there to help the legato sound. But then when you get to the B set, the D section, I'm using a little pedal there, just little blotches of pedal.
Just like a half pedal?
Yeah, just like a half pedal, little blotches of pedal here and there. And this is what's going to make this is what's going to take a bunch of notes, which are otherwise just a bunch of notes on the page, and bring it to life and make it music out of it.
Yeah.
And You're doing a really, really great job so far. I mean, you haven't worked on this that long, and you can already play it all the way through. And I would recommend practicing with a metronome. You probably do. But a good speed right now for you, I think, would be dun, 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 like somewhere between 50 and 60 on the metronome, I would say.
For a eighth note? For
Yeah,
a quarter?
oh, for a quarter note, yeah.
50 and 60,
Yeah,
okay.
somewhere between 50 and 60 per quarter note. That would be the same as somewhere between 100 and 120 per eighth note.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't quite have it up that high yet.
Right, right. So that would be a good, because 50, well, here's 54. I think you can easily do that.
And is that what's the finished speed?
I would say around 72. I like to do it at 72. So
Okay.
around maybe the same speed as the entertainer. You know, it's a slow, I mean, that's, for ragtime, that's slow. 72, so. I mean, I know right now that's much too fast for you,
Yeah.
but in the large scheme of things, for ragtime, 72 is actually pretty slow.
Okay.
So, you know, you have to look at it historically. That seems fast for us right now, for
Yeah.
how we were working on it, but, you know, I know in a year from now, you're gonna be wanting to go around that speed. Around 50 will be much too slow for you. So you'll be up to that point. No, it doesn't have to be that. I like 72 because it gives it a certain energy, but it's not too fast. I mean, I think somewhere in the 60s would be okay. I
Okay.
think like 63, for example, I think that would be an acceptable speed for this. I think that's fine. I think 63 is a nice, comfortable speed.
Uh-huh.
But if you want a little more energy in it, you can just shoot it up into the 70s, like 72. So,
Okay.
and you've probably figured out my tempo progression by now. I have this system of tempos. Like, it goes 42, 48, 54, 63, 72, 84, 96, 108, 126.
Okay.
And then, I know you can't remember all that, but when you put those into a matrix, you can get, it forms tempo families. And
Oh,
actually,
okay.
they're mathematically correct, actually, is
Oh,
what they are.
okay.
And that's why if I give you a tempo, like say 54, there's a reason why I'm choosing 54, because it fits in to a perfect system of tempo using this, when you align them mathematically, they're all whole numbers. I don't want to get into that, but that's a little complicated. But anyway, 63 is a great tempo. 72 is a great tempo, just to step it up into the next level for energy.
Okay.
So, no, great. This lesson actually lasted longer than I expected. I was intending to do a half an hour here, but I just, I think our audience might like it. Just the fact that there's a lot of people working on ragtime like
Yeah.
this, and they need to know how to work on it, and what to do, what not to do. This is a great example. By the way, the Sycamore, some of you might not know the Sycamore, but it is one of my all-time favorite Joplin rags. It's one of his lesser known rags. I would suggest, I get a lot of questions about what rags should you start with, which ones are easiest and so forth. This is actually one of the less difficult rags, in my opinion, of Joplin. So this is an ideal rag to start with. This and the Peach-Reen rag also is lesser difficult, in my opinion. So if you were a pianist out there watching this and you wanted to play ragtime and you want an introduction into official classic ragtime, you can't do any better than the Sycamore. It's an excellent, excellent piece, as you probably noticed as we were working on it. And it was first published in 1904, and it's a great piece. Emily's been working on it for probably a month or a little over a month by now, and this is great. And I'm really thanks for having a lesson for people to observe.
Okay.
That's great. And my scale system. And do you think that you think all these scales we're doing, do you think they really have helped your abilities around the piano?
Yeah, I could play all the scales, major and minor, just 2 octaves before, but I've never thought the way, like it uses your brain in such a different way. And I never knew that I didn't know the scales very well until I started doing 3rd, 6th, and 10th, and I had to actually think about what I was doing.
I know, and contrary motion and all the stuff. So yeah, no, that's great. You really, that's great. You really set a great example for students everywhere, and thanks a lot. And I will see you next week. Have a great week.
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Great student. Great student Emily is. Anyway, this is an example of an advanced Skype lesson. Until next time. Bye.